extreme vetting causes panic and chaos. That sweeping executive order slamming U.S. borders shut, temporarily barring refugees, families stranded.
I don't know what to do, and tomorrow I am going back to Iraq.
At airports here at home and around the world, mass confusion. Tonight, the growing protests.
No hate, no fear, refugees are welcome here.
And the question, why some countries and not others? Inside the Oval Office, the president on the phone with the Kremlin, what he said to Russia's Vladimir Putin. On the streets of Chicago, a deadly shootout. The police body cam footage just released.
Watch the crossfire, everybody, watch the crossfire.
A new warning tonight from the CDC about a fast-spreading flu epidemic. Is your state at risk? And Serena makes history. So what comes after 23 Grand Slams? The score still love between these hard-playing sisters.
Thank you, Venus, for inspiring me.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Saturday. I'm Cecilia Vega. We begin tonight with breaking news that sweeping fallout from President Trump's executive order on refugees and immigration. Tonight, there is chaos, confusion, and fear. In the Oval Office today, the president saying this is not a Muslim ban. So what does this order do? It temporarily bars all refugees from entry into the U.S. It suspends U.S. visas, and this is all centered around 7 predominantly Muslim countries. The impact immediate. Hundreds of people at airports overseas and at U.S. borders denied entry. Some passengers on the way to new lives here when that order took effect. The protests were swift. This is the scene right now at New York's JFK Airport, where nearly a dozen stranded travelers are being detained tonight. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is right there, and she starts us off.
Tonight, growing anger at the airport known as the Gateway to America.
No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here.
Lawmakers racing to JFK in New York this morning as word emerges multiple passengers flying in from overseas were detained after the new executive order.
They both had valid visas. They got on board a plane before the executive order was issued, and when they got off the plane here, they were detained.
The number of detained growing to at least a dozen, including Haider al-Shawi, an Iraqi national on his way to join his wife and son already living in Texas. The family granted refugee status because of its association with the U.S. military, according to court filings. Tonight, his attorney tells us his wife is in shock.
It's obviously devastating to have your father, your husband, en route, and to think that he is on his way to a safe place to rejoin you in the United States.
Others detained at airports throughout the U.S. At least 9 in Dallas, at least 1 person in Chicago and in Philadelphia. The mayor tells ABC News 2 families with visas and green cards arrived and turned away. The ripple effect felt around the world. After 2 years of waiting, Fuad Sharif and his family from Iraq planned to make their move to the U.S. today, but were pulled off their flight. Tonight, they are stuck in Cairo.
And I am ruined now. I don't know what to do because I sold my house. I quit my job. My wife quit her job, and kids left school. All these, and I paid $5,000 for the tickets.
His family given the visa because he risked his life working with the U.S. government. Given no warning, they couldn't go.
I don't know what to do, and tomorrow I am going back to Iraq. Really, I'm in terrible situation.
Stanford and other universities recommending students from some countries not travel. Google saying in a statement, we're concerned about the impact of this order and any proposals that could impose restrictions on Googlers and their families.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now.
This afternoon at JFK, a glimmer of hope.
This is the humanity. This is the soul of the America. Now this is what pushed me to move. Leave my country and come here.
Hamid Darwish, an Iraqi national detained at JFK, released after 19 hours. Thankful, the husband and father of 3 was awarded a special immigrant visa because of his work with the U.S. military.
America is the greatest nation, the greatest people in the world.
And Eva Pilgrim joins us now from JFK tonight, where there is still so much confusion and, of course, those protests there behind you. Eva, how are the airlines dealing with this tonight?
Cecilia, each of the airlines has their own policy for how they are handling this. Some aren't allowing anyone from the banned country list to make the trip to the U.S. Others are allowing some passengers with specific visas and green cards to fly. Most are offering refunds to those passengers who are unable to travel. Cecilia.
And you'll be staying on this story through the night for us. Eva, thank you. At the White House today, a flurry of activity. President Trump on the phone with world leaders, including Russia's Vladimir Putin. But it is that fallout from the controversial ban on immigrants and refugees and all the questions that come with it that is taking center stage. ABC's David Wright has more on this part of the story.
Tonight, President Trump insisted his new executive order is working out exactly the way he wanted it to.
It's not a Muslim ban, but we were totally prepared. It's working out very nicely. You see it at the airports, you see it all over. It's working out very nicely.
Trump brushing off the shockwaves from the policies he set in motion just yesterday at the Pentagon.
This is the protection of the nation from foreign terrorist entry into the United States. We all know what that means.
The new order follows through on the controversial campaign pledge.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
Citing the need to protect against threats like 9/11, the new order suspends U.S. visas for citizens of 7 predominantly Muslim countries effective immediately. Green card holders currently in the U.S. will have to check with consular officers before leaving the country. Otherwise, they may not be able to return. But Saudi Arabia, where 15 of the 9/11 hijackers were from, is not on the list. Neither is Egypt or Turkey. The new order also suspends the admission of almost all refugees for 4 months, blocking most Syrian refugees indefinitely. Although Trump told CBN News he'd make an exception for Christians fleeing persecution.
You know, if you were a Christian in Syria, it was impossible, at least very tough to get into the United States. We are going to help them.
During the campaign, many Republicans were quick to reject the idea of a religious test on immigration. But today, Ryan applauded the president, saying it's time to reevaluate and strengthen the visa vetting process. Democrats see it differently. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer tweeted, "There are tears running down the cheeks of the Statue of Liberty." Today, we sought out Khizr Khan, the Gold Star father who spoke so passionately on this issue at the Democratic National Convention.
You have sacrificed nothing.
Tonight, outside the White House, Khan accused Trump of appeasing the bigots.
He's appeasing them, not realizing that by doing so, he's writing a dark chapter in the history of the United States.
And David Wright joins us now from the White House. That much anticipated call between Vladimir Putin and the president took place today. What do you know about what was and what was not said?
Well, it was an hour-long call. The White House called it positive and congratulatory. Not many details. The Russians were a bit more forthcoming. They said that the topic of restoring economic and trade ties did come up. In other words, lifting the sanctions. Cecilia?
Okay, David, thank you. And there will be much more on all of this tomorrow on This Week. Our Martha Raddatz goes one-on-one with White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer. We want to now turn to the police chase and shootout unfolding on the streets of Chicago. A city struggling with high crime. This just released body cam police video shows the confrontation. So what sparked this round of violence? ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the details.
Tonight, new body cam video showing an intense gun battle.
Multiple shots fired, multiple.
Chicago police officers rushing towards a building, scaling fences, some taking cover. The suspect shooting at police, officers returning fire. More than 24 shots exchanged.
He went to the front of the building, bro.
After investigators say the suspect, Richard Grimes, shot his pregnant girlfriend in the abdomen, killing their unborn baby.
Watch the crossfire, everybody. Watch the crossfire.
Grimes killed in the November shootout, at least 2 officers injured. The video of the massive response, part of the Chicago Police Department's new commitment to transparency after a Justice Department investigation found a pattern of excessive force. Following the city's most violent year in 2 decades, already this year, nearly 270 people have been shot, 42 victims killed. President Trump this week tweeting, "If Chicago doesn't fix the horrible carnage going on, I will send in the feds." And the city is working to curb crime in part by adding cameras in some neighborhoods. As for that November shootout tonight, it is still under review. Cecilia?
Okay, Marcy, thank you. And in Texas tonight, investigators are looking into an intense fire that destroyed a mosque overnight. Firefighters report no one was hurt in that blaze, but there is no word yet on the cause. Next to the medical headline causing concern, the CDC declaring there is a growing flu epidemic, and we are not even in peak season yet. Here's ABC's Jim Avila.
Americans are suffering from the flu tonight in epidemic numbers across 37 states. Mid-January saw 3 children die from influenza. 10 states, from Alabama and Georgia in the south to Kansas and Oklahoma in the Midwest to New Jersey and New York City in the east, reporting high-level flu activity. Doctors advising a flu shot as soon as possible and before illness hits your family. The vaccine takes up to 2 weeks to become fully effective. It protects against 95% of flu strains this season. And this year, a shot is recommended, not the nasal spray mist. Hospitals in Washington state report they're running short of beds as the flu rapidly spreads during the height of influenza season, now through March, making this advice important. Once the flu takes hold, bed rest and home confinement are advised.
If you're sick, stay home. Don't go out and infect other people.
So far this season, 19 deaths have been attributed to the flu nationwide. It's most dangerous to the very young and the very old. Cecilia?
Okay, Jim, thank you. And there is another health warning tonight, this one over an expanding mumps outbreak. Colorado, the latest state to report widespread cases of mumps, 14 cases this month alone compared to 17 all of last year. There were more than 5,000 cases of mumps in the U.S. in 2016, just 1,000 the year before that. The CDC is looking into the cause of the spike. And we move on now to an abduction sending shockwaves through a popular college campus. Police say a Georgetown University student was abducted at gunpoint by this man in a suit. Surveillance video allegedly showing him trying to cash in on the student's credit cards. Tonight, the urgent hunt to find him. Here's ABC's Gloria Riviera with the latest.
Tonight, authorities in Washington, D.C. are searching for this man accused of kidnapping a college student. Police say that surveillance video shows the suspect in a black suit attempting to use the victim's credit cards at a store.
It makes you think a little bit about your safety on campus, or near campus for that matter.
It happened in broad daylight Thursday, mere steps from the Georgetown University campus, an upscale neighborhood. The police report claims the suspect asked the student for money, and then he grabbed them by the arm and pulled him into the car. Police say he tried to force the student to take out money from several ATMs before entering those stores. The suspect seen being helped, fidgeting, then leaving after his transactions are denied.
When you hear that someone was kidnapped, as the police say, right here in this very safe neighborhood, how does that make you feel?
It's kind of unnerving because I live here and I walk here by myself all the time.
Police say the victim was released after 2 hours. Georgetown University students and residents here are being cautioned to stay alert and to call in with any information they might have. Cecilia?
Gloria, thank you. We want to turn now to the sister act playing out down under. Serena Williams dominating that family court rivalry. So now that she's got a historic 23 Grand Slams under her belt, what's next? ABC's Paula Ferris tells us.
Tonight, Serena cementing her place in history after dominating her big sister Venus in the Australian Open finals, falling to the ground, overcome with emotion. The two embracing at center court, the win giving Serena the most Grand Slams in the modern Open era.
23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams.
The Williams sisters, considered tennis royalty, having both battled and supported each other since they were teenagers, facing off 28 times.
The highlight of all of this is to be in that moment. I really enjoy seeing the name Williams on the trophy, so this is a beautiful thing.
Venus carving out her own piece of history today, at age 36, becoming the oldest finalist ever at the Australian Open.
I just felt like
it didn't matter who won or who lost. I felt like we both were able to win today by just making it this far.
And tonight, Serena regaining her #1 ranking. And while many now consider her to be the greatest tennis player ever, she says she's looking forward to a little time off to begin planning for a different kind of match. Her wedding with Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian, her biggest fan and fiance. Paula Ferris, ABC News.
Well-deserved congratulations all around. There is still much more ahead on World News Tonight. This Saturday, a truck bursts into flames, the driver stuck inside. What happens next? It is caught on camera. And a woman's home taken over and trashed, what she had to do to get it back. And is this the cutest baby in America? At least one iconic brand certainly thinks so. Well, you might see a lot of this cute little guy coming up.
This is ABC World News Tonight, brought to you by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Meet CJ. He loves going for walks, especially around the ring at the Westminster Dog Show, where he won 2016 Best in Show.
But you know, he's not just a Best in Show champion.